Hello everybody, this is Maniac for Bricks More, and welcome back to another episode of Firsts, where I talk about any first experience that I've had, whether it's Lego, gaming, whatever it may be. And this one I think is pretty important because, along with the last one we talked about, my first YouTube video on Maniac for Bricks, I also wanted to talk about the first video I ever watched on YouTube. And there is actually more story to it than just here's the video. But the link to it will be in the description below. The first video that I watched on YouTube was in 5th grade. So I was in 5th grade in 2005. YouTube was just becoming a thing and started getting some traction. People were uploading videos of all kinds of stuff. I learned about YouTube in computer class. And at that time, we had two different 5th grade classes. Every so often they would have throughout the week a computer class as like a special or an elective kind of class, once a week. We had free time in there. My friend Brendan, that was sitting, behind me, I was sitting on one wall and he was sitting towards like the center aisle. He was behind me and he pulled me over and he's like, dude, you gotta check out YouTube. So he showed me my first YouTube video, which was a Lego Grand Theft Auto brick film. It was a stop motion animation. It was actually kind of interesting, especially looking back on it and seeing how stop motion has evolved since then. And I've even seen some stop motions that happened before that point. But yeah, this was the first video that I saw and learned about the site. I didn't even understand it was YouTube. I thought it was U2, almost like the band. So I was confused there, but I fixed that not too long after that. So this video, Lego Grand Theft Auto, is basically a Lego version of an ad for Grand Theft Auto. Originally, this video was using the Flock of Seagulls song, I Ran So Far Away. And I've looked back on that video every so often because it's nostalgic now for me. But I've actually seen not too long ago, over the past year or two, that the song was removed from the video because of copyright and because it's a licensed song and yada yada. That's a bit of a shame, but you could still imagine it with the sound playing from there. I don't know if they just took out the audio for the sound for the song itself, or if they still have the sound effects in there. It might just be the whole thing muted at this point, which is unfortunate. And there wasn't a lot else that was cut out from it in that point, because it's like you have a couple of gun sounds, explosions, sounds of clicking, kind of like on a game, like cycling through weapons and whatnot. Maybe a few sirens or, vehicles moving and things like that. Not a lot of sound effects were put into it, but it was still fun to still try to get the Grand Theft Auto feel. And I didn't even know what Grand Theft Auto was for a very long time. I think well, I guess I could talk about it in a different episode, the first Grand Theft Auto I played or something. I don't know. But let's just say I had not known really anything about Grand Theft Auto personally, like playing it wise, at that point in 5th grade. So I was a good boy. But I still understood what it was going for, being able to play as a Lego criminal in a video game, and I still got that premise across. It was interesting because a couple of frames of animation in it aren't actually stop motion. There was a few of them where you would have a minifigure that was kind of like walking towards the camera and like away from the distance, but it was actual film. Somebody just had some kind of base plate or something underneath the minifigure so that they could have it look like it was moving in a steady motion, like a regular walk. And then immediately following that, it was a freeze frame kind of feeling, and you saw an explosion for the car in the background. So just because of the animation that was done at the time, and I don't know the person who made it, but I'll still give them credit for those kinds of effects, even though nowadays it seems very cheap and it's like anybody could do anything beyond that. Maybe I could, I don't know. So it was still a fun little video. It was something that got me to watch more Lego stop motions on YouTube. Like, I'd even be over at friend's house or even my cousin's house, and as long as I knew there was an internet connection available, uh, I'd be able to go on the computer and watch a whole bunch of Lego stop motions. So I knew about animators like Spastic Chihuahua, Cashin 8. I think I might have even known Nightly News at 9 at that point, maybe. Um, I'm not sure if I can remember all of them, but those definitely mainly I do remember from those early days. So let me know in the comments below if you remember your first YouTube video that you watched. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I have been listening to your requests, and I will get some of those out real soon. I have a couple episodes just in case, but thank you for watching this one, and I'll talk to you later.